Hey, what is going on, you blended beware? Playing some games with Coalossal today. This is my current take on the deck, and the first thing that might stand out to you guys is there's no crushing hammers. I've removed crushing hammers from my build of Coalossal because I was just feeling like they're really only really strong against ADP, and ADP hasn't seen as much play, especially in like competitive tournaments. And even on the ladder, it feels like it's starting to fall down a little bit in popularity. So I was just like, I don't really want to tech for ADP. So no crushing hammers. They're not bad against other matchups, but they're not that good. So I've added in some Mallow Lanas, and I got Buff Paddings back in here as well. The rest of it's pretty straightforward. I mean, we got our 4-3 Coalossal, of course, with the Eruption Shot and the GMAX Boulder. Heavy on the Oranguru with 3 of those, because that combos so well with our Eruption Shot, getting the energy on top to get the extra damage. And then we have the Rotom Phone engine here to help out, to consistently use the Eruption Shot, help us find kind of whatever we want. And then once again, Rotom Phone combos so well with Guru. Taking a card, putting it on top of the deck, and then Primate Wisdoming into it. So it's just really good combo there. Crobat and 1 Dedenne for draw support when we need it. 1 Sirfetch'd V as kind of like we can trade off. We can go like Coalossal VMAX, Sirfetch'd, Coalossal, and so on. I got 1 Jirachi Prism Star in here, not Prism Star, Amazing Rare that we can utilize with our switch cards, because I do have quite a few more. I have 2 Mallow Lana in here, so when we Mallow Lana, we're gonna be able to go into something that we can get value out of, which is this Jirachi. So we got some Mallow Lanas in here. I still have 4 switch, 3 Air Balloon, the 1 Jirachi Amazing Rare. I got 1 Mimikyu in here with that Shadow Box ability to help us out against Mewtwo. Basically all those Mewtwo's that are running around in the Pikarom decks. We want to be like, all right, cool, you have your Mewtwo, but you can't use it once I hit it. So that's what we got the Shadow Box Mewtwo in here for. I've been seeing some people actually run 2 of these at some points, which is like a little bit much. I think 1, gets the job done to give you a big enough advantage, but Pikarom is the most popular deck, and most are running 1 to 2 Mewtwo, specifically for them to help them out in matchups like this. So definitely should play 1. We do have 1 in here. 1 Great Catcher. We can KO Dedenne if we get an Eruption Shot off, so may as well play a Great Catcher. Also Boss on a bat, Eruption Shot KO, so definitely want to play decent amount of Gust effects. We have 2 Boss, 1 Great Catcher. This is something I'd want to maybe like add a 3rd Boss or 2nd Great Catcher, but currently here is a 2-1. 3 Com for Quick Balls or Pokemon Search, 4 Rotom Phone, help us find anything, 4 Switch, 2 Boss, 2 Mallow Lana, 4 Marnie, 4 Research, of course, as our draw supporters, and then the 3 Air Balloon, like I mentioned, 2 Buff Padding, and then 7 for 1 on the energy split, 7 basic, 4 Stone, 1 Capture. Still the 1 Capture, still really cool. Don't want any more than 1 Capture, though, I don't think. Because then I played 2 Capture before, and I ran into situations where I just couldn't Eruption Shot, or I couldn't G-Max Boulder, so I don't want to go back to getting punished by that. But yeah, this is the list. This is what I've been running with Coalossal. Let's go ahead and let's get into some games. Oh, check out the live stream. I stream every single day except Thursdays over on Twitch. First link in the description, twitch.tv/AzulGG. Check it out. All right, getting into our first one, we got the coin flip one. We'll go first because, yeah, turn 2 attacking with Coalossal is really just what we want to be doing. So gonna go ahead and gonna go ahead and do that. We don't need to bench that yet, and we'll wait and see what our opponent's playing. We might attach active, we might attach to the bench. It is a Boltund in the active for our opponent. Okay, so I'm gonna bench this, switch, bench this, attach, Dreamy Revelation, take the stone, and I don't like the top deck of Dedenne here, so we're gonna go ahead and Rotom Phone. Make it a Guru. Guru's a really good top deck, though. I would like Guru. Mimikyu down, because if they do Marnie, I just want it in play. I don't want to have to go find it later. So we're just going to get the Mimikyu into play right now, not worry about it later on or anything like that. Just put it in play, deal with everything else later. Yeah, so we're top decking that. Now I already forgot we're top decking Guru. I was like, wait, what are we top decking? Yeah, we're top decking Oranguru. So that's a great top deck for us here. Really good turn 1 going first. Didn't even have to play a draw supporter. No Crobat, no Dedenne involved. Just chilling. But yeah, super solid turn 1 here, setting up really well for that attack on turn 2. They actually going to go Boss Electrify here, try and disrupt me a little bit, take away the draw power of the Dreamy Revelation. Maybe that's what I need to get that switch card. So and also getting the KO on this turn 2 would be pretty good for our opponent if it gets stuck in the active for a turn. So then I can't stop their Mewtwo's from doing their thing. See if it works out for them. Got the switch, oh my goodness, we got everything. We have triple Stone Energy on our Coalossals. We got double Coalossal VMAX here. switch out. This is an insane turn 1 into turn 2. Yeah, triple Stone Energy turn 2 on our VMAX. We're taking minus 60, reduced 60 damage. That's insane. Our setup is so clean right now. And now we just need to find an energy to KO. We don't have the KO on this Pikarom yet. But we just need an energy. We're very close already. I do probably want to, I don't know if I kind of want a Mallow Lana, but I kind of want to keep the Mallow Lana in the deck as like a switch card to deal with the paralysis. And there's the concede. And I don't blame him. Our start was insane. Let's see if we can do it again. Okay, getting into another one. Going second this time. Our opponent chose to go first. That's fine. Need to find our dude. We get a draw supporter to work with on our first turn as well. So like that's fine. We'll see what we're up against as well. We got the Jirachi start, so lucking out a little bit here, I think, for sure. Opening the Jirachi. I could have put the Oranguru in the match. I actually should have benched Oranguru. It's very possible that they play Reset Stamp and then want to draw extra cards by using Crobat. So definitely should have used the Oranguru or the bench the Oranguru. And we're up against ADP. This matchup gets way worse when you cut the when you do cut the Crushing Hammers. Crushing Hammers, I think, are like the main reason to play Crushing Hammer in Coalossal is definitely for this matchup. So it's gonna be a lot tougher. We're still gonna try our best, but I'm not personally gonna hold out too much hope. It's a tough one. It's a really tough one without the Crushing Hammers. I think the Crushing Hammers were a big part of this matchup. But like I said, I don't want to play them because I'm just like not currently in the. I don't want to beat ADP. It's not a deck I'm actively looking to try and beat. So not currently playing them. But yeah, this is pretty rough. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough. We can win though. It's still winnable. It's just gonna be tough. We need to get Coalossal out, turn 2 hits, and then we'll see where it goes from there. We do play the Mallow Lanas, which are really good in this matchup actually, because what our opponent tries to do is they try and, I mean, they sometimes have to, not try and, they sometimes have to ultimate right into our Coalossal, which means if we pull off the Mallow Lana play, like a Buff Padding or a couple stones, whatever, the Station can't follow up and KO us, and then we're in a position where we can want to KO the Station back, and it just gets kind of good from there. But if they just get to, you know, boss around us over and over again, ultimate right stuff off the bench, that's where it gets a little bit rough, and get put in a pretty tough spot. There's a Dedenne top deck. I'm gonna go ahead and Dreamy Revelation first here. I think that's exactly what I was looking for. Is that Coalossal? So we can go Coalossal, capture out a second Oranguru here. I think double Guru is always nice to be able to work with. I guess there was an Air Balloon on the top deck, which I would have liked to draw into, but it's not that. I think this is still correct. Use the capture. We could also get another Coalossal. They do have to hit through our active. Then we're going to want a backup Coalossal V. We want to evolve it before they have a chance to Brave Blade it. Let's go with that then. Coalossal V. Guru. Question is, do I want to save any of this stuff? I'm not really attached to any of it besides the boss. Looks kind of cool, so I might go ahead and Primate Wisdom the boss, and did I change into that? There's a VMAX now though, so I think we're just gonna hold the hand. Yeah, now that we have the VMAX in hand, I'm like, all right, we can just kind of chill. It is gonna stink if we do get, I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of stink if we do get Mawile here, but then they kind of bench lock themselves, right? They already had to put down the Guru, they opened the Goss, or they wanted to put down the Guru, they opened the Goss, so they could definitely bench lock themselves if they go that route. So that wouldn't be the worst thing ever, to be honest, if that's how it ends up breaking out. They play Crushing Hammers, and that's actually a huge deal in this matchup as well for them. It just makes things really hard. It makes things really hard. All right, maybe we don't have to. We still got a Dedenne change, it looks like. Attach, switch. No, we can't use the Primate Wisdom yet, and I kind of want to leave a bench space open. So we're just gonna go ahead and quick ball away the switch, I guess. We could bench second Guru. Oh, there's no Crobat in here. Maybe I should just bench second Guru then. Yeah, it seems fine. I'm gonna go ahead and Primate Wisdom the boss, then save that for later in case I want it. There's a Calm, bench Guru, and then unfortunately, Dedenne change. Got an energy. Okay, got a Marnie to work with as well, but I don't want to Marnie my opponent. Could boss actually hit the KO the Guru here? I don't hate that. Boss hit Zacian. Let's go ahead and Primate Wisdom first, the energy on top, to be able to use the Eruption Shot. Just trying to think about what I want to do here. I kind of like boss hitting Guru. We know what they want to do. We know they want to Ultimate Ray my Dedenne. Because if I Eruption Shot this ADP, Eruption Shot next turn is definitely not what I want to do. So I think I am gonna boss here, and we're gonna go ahead and Eruption Shot KO. Yeah, if I Eruption Shot hit the ADP, Eruption Shot next turn just doesn't KO it. It would be 20 damage short. So I wanna Eruption Shot it and then G-Max Boulder it is what I want to do ideally. So we got 2 Rotom Phones now to work with, and we're looking for that Mallow Lana to heal. Draw Intrepid Sword. It also took away that, I guess, from them as well. Okay. That is good for us. I don't know how much it actually is going to help us overall, but can't complain, I guess. I would much rather hit the ADP. Now I want to hit ADP. See if we can get an out to that. There's a Stone Energy, though. Let's throw that on top, I guess. Sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and use another Rotom Phone, I think. Yeah. I guess we just take the Stone Energy once again. Yeah, Stone Energy once again. So the Stone Energy's on top right now. I could go attach here, Air Balloon here, Marnie, because I'd also like to evolve this Coalossal V actually before they can hit it. So got the VMAX. Okay, exactly what we're looking for. Got the Great Catcher as well. So now we can actually Great Catcher, hit the ADP like I wanted. So we're gonna go Primate Wisdom first, see what we get. Maybe a new option to Great Catcher. I think we Great Catcher away the Stone Energy and the Air Balloon. Yeah, gotta be those two, right? Stone Energy, Air Balloon, because we do need to evolve this, and I want the research for next turn to have a draw supporter. We're not drawing prize cards here this turn or anything, so an Eruption Shot, get a hit. G-Max Boulder gets a KO next turn. Now they do play Crushing Hammers, so they could hit 2 Crushing Hammer heads, remove 2 energy, and then I all of a sudden can no longer G-Max Boulder. That's a reasonably tall order from my opponent. Here comes boss number 1, but they don't have another 2 prize target to take advantage of, and I can kind of make it so I don't ever put one in play as well. Comes a Tool Scrapper. Still plenty of switch cards left, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, this chase is a little bit weird. I think for sure it doesn't really set it up super well for my opponent at all. They get this KO. They get their energy in play on this Asian. But they don't have another 2 prizer to chase here. Now, I got to be careful of Mawile. I do have a Crobat prized. So, I do have a Crobat prize. So, when I draw 3 prize cards here, I could draw the Crobat that could Mawile to the bench. So, that would be super unfortunate. So, we do want to get a Pokemon on our bench here. Third Guru would be great to fill up our bench here. We're trying to fill up our bench so they can't Mawile us. We're able to achieve that with this guy. And yeah, I like the spot we're in. I'm going to Primate Wisdom the Mallow Lana. I'm going to put the energy here just to make sure this thing can attack on the next turn as well. Even if they get a couple Crushing Hammer heads, just get that ready to go. Because if they do boss this guy up, the best thing I could do would be Eruption Shot, which could be fine. But I can always get that next turn. I can set up an Eruption Shot next turn pretty much no matter what. So that's just like fine. Yeah, we had a ton of 2 prize Pokemon in our hand. Mawile would have could have won them the game. So now their best play is pretty much boss up my Coalossal and trap it. So boss plus stamp would be really good here for my opponent. I have to hope to get a switch card. We do have a couple. I could have attached here to play around to attach again plus Air Balloon Retreat, but I think the Crushing Hammers are just kind of too prevalent of a threat. I want to make sure this guy can attack. There goes the research. They could also play, my opponent could play Big Charm actually, and Big Charm this Zacian, and then that would make it so that I actually wouldn't be able to and there's just a concession. So we get the dub. That's gonna do it for these games with the Coalossal. Like I said, really tough matchup, I feel like, without the Crushing Hammers, but didn't have to put 2 prizes in play. I think my opponent made a pretty big mistake in bringing up my Dedenne there. Should have just hit my active because they had the 2-shot set up. And if I got the Mallow Lana on my next turn, sure, that's great for me, but who knows if I have it or not. I didn't. So take advantage of that. Get a dub with the Coalossal VMAX, and hey, not bad. I think this deck is actually really good in a meta where ADP is banned, which is coming up in some of the limitless standard tournaments. There's no ADP in some of the coming up limitless standard tournaments, so I think Coalossal would be really good for those. Definitely a deck that I'm going to be looking at playing in those coming up tournaments. And if you guys play in those tournaments, you should definitely take a look at that as well. See you guys tomorrow.